Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Through the Ages, a new story of civilization. A series that really no one's asking for, but I'm, like, mentally obsessed with this game because I'm frustrated that I can't beat it properly. I just played a game that you guys probably saw the conclusion of yesterday, where I got trounced coming in dead last against 4 hard AI here, and in particular, the winner was a guy who I had dismissed as like, well, this guy's clearly going to lose early on because he got obliterated in warfare, but he had a lot of just passive culture gain and turned out to be pretty dominant. Okay, so we're starting a new game here. Blue went first and grabbed the Hanging Gardens. Yellow went second, grabbing the Colossus and Alexander the Great. I'm going third. I've got 3 pips over here. I'm going to grab the Library of Alexandria. And do I grab Homer, which I grabbed last time, or do I just grab a stockpile? I don't mind the Age A stockpile because it does give you 2 things at a cost for an action. And the actions aren't quite as painful really early on because you don't have that much. On the other hand, that permanent happy face is really handy. I think I grab Homer. You know, the leaders give you a bonus that doesn't require you to continuously use civil actions or workers and things like that, so that's pretty good. Cultural heritage and frugality. Got Alexander the Great and patriotism. Okay, my turn. We don't have politics this phase because we didn't get a chance to draw anything. Standard start, of course, is develop your 3rd bronze mine. Well, I'll do that. I think that's, you know, that's always going to be the case. All the AI seems to do the exact same thing, too. I think that's a very solid move. Developing this Homer this turn isn't strictly required, as long as I've got other good things to take, and I think grabbing Engineering Genius and Urban Growth is actually very strong. And I could grab that one. One of the things is, like, how to best manipulate this track. If I grab this Urban Growth, maybe it makes this these phases take a little bit longer to go through. Yeah, it's an interesting question. With 4 players, I'm not sure that you can really sort of think about timing it. Like, if I grab this versus that, then it'll mean one of these will be lined up better for me. I suppose if I grab this one, there's a slightly higher chance that Monarchy might still be around for me to grab. Whether or not I want to do that, I don't know. But yeah, I'll grab those 2, because I'm going to both use Urban Growth next turn for this, and Engineering Genius will be handy for that thing. So yeah, I'm fairly pleased with that. We're going to pick up 2 politics cards and see how that goes. Well, Swordsman coming up. Alright, we'll do a little analysis of where we're sitting once it's my turn again. Ah, you grab the Monarchy. Curses! But it would have been in the 1-cost government row, which wouldn't be bad. Immigration is good for more happy faces. I will get a bonus one from Homer. It's probably fine. Trade Routes Agreement is nice if someone accepts it. I think I'm just playing the immigration, though. Get 1 culture, trigger this. That way I don't have to worry about this. There is potentially another event in here that can let us build a free worker or warrior. That to me is less important than getting the free temple. So if we lose on that, it's not so bad. Okay. We do still want to grow the pop. That's fine. We definitely need to get our extra light bulb ASAP, and that's also okay. And so for the Library of Alexandria, I don't like to use the Engineering Genius because it discounts it by 2, so it'd be sort of a waste on the first stage. I could just build the first stage. Then with 1 final action, I could grab the Cultural Heritage. This is the Phase 1 Cultural Heritage. I like it a lot more because it's 2 beakers, or 2 light bulbs, which is awfully nice. Heck, we could also grab Theocracy and just, like, swap to that. It doesn't give me any extra civil actions. All it does is give me an extra military one. It's got a really cheap revolution, although that means a turn of not doing anything. You know, you get the 1 extra culture, the 1 extra military, the 1 extra happy face. We do get a benefit from having happy faces. On the other hand, I could grab rich land so that I can go and maybe develop a 3rd farm. What happened to the user interface? Okay, there we go. Just a weird shadow that stick around. I could use my last action to just play Homer as well. I want to play him at some point. I don't think I'd want to miss a whole turn to develop Theocracy, and we're not that close to developing it scientifically. Unless I also grab cultural heritage. So, let's say I didn't do this. I could grab theocracy and cultural heritage, and next turn play cultural heritage and develop theocracy without a war. You know what? I'm going to do it. Or without a revolution is what I meant to say. Might be a little dumb. I don't know. I don't know how to play this game, you guys. Free warrior pip or trigger, which I didn't have the idle worker, so I didn't get that. I'm not going to cry that much over it. And it looks like actually no one else took advantage of it either, so either didn't have the warrior or they didn't want to do it. Yeah, monarchy's a lot better than theocracy because it's got the extra civil pip. But I guess we're going to do what we got to do here. I'm happy that the free food event came because that will give me the ability to actually grow to get an extra person to work there. Scientific breakthrough. Everyone's making the same amount of science, so this is super neutral. Vast territory is really great if I can make a run for it, but I don't actually have the military set up, and other people are going to be in a better place. Let me go and do that. Okay, I'm going to play cultural heritage, and I'm going to develop theocracy. Done and done. Alright, I didn't take rich land for this. Okay. We're very close to doing some sort of leader swap here. We'd have waste right now. Oh, we're still gonna have waste. Really? You're gonna be like that? There we go. Am I gonna be able to finish this next turn? That's 5. Yeah, well, I have enough even without engineering genius. Okay, so yeah, next turn that's probably what will happen. So we never got to take advantage of Homer's +1 military, like, ore. But I don't think it's going to matter much. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to be able to do a swap so that we can save his ability for later. Sucks if you don't get to swap Homer before the end of Age 1 and you just lose him. That's really bad. But yeah, the passive science and the passive culture from the library is going to be great. And people are going up in strength fairly quickly. I'm not the weakest right now. I will go ahead and play the vast territory. Oh, doesn't matter. Antiquity's Age doesn't punish weak. Well, I guess we're gonna raise our population, which is nice actually, because we wouldn't have been able to anyway. And yeah, so I definitely need to make sure that this gets finished up here. Use the discount, use that. Oh, we can pick up iron for cheap. Let's do that. And then, yeah, this is perfect time to play Homer. We don't really need to grab any of those. I mean, knights are nice, but we don't even have a tactic that can use it. So let's get him down here. I do have the population, and I'm feeling a little scared about things. I'm going to go ahead and build this warrior. That'll give me a 3rd warrior, which means I can use this. So I'm strength 6 all of a sudden, which I am quite keen on. 1 extra military thing, so I'll draw a card, and next turn I'll be able to develop iron as well. And we got our wonder finish, so we get a little bit of passive culture and a little bit more science. And no one can take that away from us. And yeah, I'll probably... And we're getting culture and a little bit of military strength from our theocracy as well. I will be looking to get out of that fairly quickly, because I don't have a pyramid, I didn't pick up Code of Laws or anything like that. Hey, I have culture rating of 3. I have the most culture per turn right now. Which means I'm going to have to fear barbarians. I'm going to have to make sure I'm not one of the 2 weakest while I have the strongest culture. And unfortunately, I can't really do anything with that right now. Here, let's get a trade route agreement with... Here, with red. Okay. So I can use food as minerals right now. So, okay. I know for a fact we have to go and get some iron going. I think that's fine to keep it on that side. Happiness is fine right now and will continue to be fine. How about I pick up Joan of Arc? She's really good. I won't be able to play her this turn, which is kind of annoying. And there's no way for me to get the growth next turn regardless. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it this way. I'll grab that. That'll be my turn. If Barbarians triggers, it will suck. And I didn't put Barbarians in there, but it usually comes up. So Barbarians is whoever's the strongest, or whoever has the most culture. If they're not one of the two strongest, then I think they lose a population? Building? Something like that. It's really crappy. It's going to be hard to be one of the two strongest, though. These guys both have military leaders. Although Joan of Arc is a little bit military. Oh, that's a good tactic for him. That's why he's so strong. He can treat all of his... Oh, you're attacking red. He can treat his infantry as if they were cavalry. Very potent little ability. So, I'm concerned... Well, most of these are fine. Immigration would be particularly good. I'm going to go ahead. How's the production per turn? I'm not huge, but I'm not bad. I'll go and run new deposits. Immigration, there we go. Free pop, that's great. St. Peter's Basilica would actually be very nice as well. Again, if we're taking the passive culture route. A lot of happy faces as well, which will help with growth. I think I'm going to pick up irrigation here. So if I'm going to do this, I will need happy faces to grow, so that'll work pretty well, right? Anything that gives you happy faces gives you an extra one. We're also getting one from over here. This age is going to end soon. I need to make sure to replace Homer ASAP, so I don't lose him, so he'll improve that. And that's my turn. Am I okay with that? There's going to be some waste. Is there anything else, like... I guess I may be able to live without the irrigation part. I mean, I think that, and I like this. We may just eat the waste. It's probably okay. Oh, I guess... There we go. Because I still have the +1 from Homer. This eliminates the waste. I used the waste to pay for this unit over here. I mean, it took a unit of population too, but it's not so bad. Depending on timing, if there's a tiebreaker, whoever's your active turn or, you know, closest to being the next person to play is considered more powerful. Unfortunately, that means as soon as I end my turn here, in all tiebreakers, Genghis, yellow here, is going to be considered more powerful than I am, which again, if there's a Barbarian card, could turn out poorly. But if he's still strength 9 by the time my turn's around, then turn comes around, then I won't worry about playing an event. Scientific breakthrough, okay, pretty much a neutral event here. One person got 1 extra science, but that doesn't matter much. He grabbed irrigation. And I'll be able to see what the next events are too on my turn. So we lose some pop from our pop bank. We did not trigger Barbarians in his turn, that's good. And yeah, I'll have basically no fear to play whatever on my turn. So I know it's vast territory, which is fine. I could load up... I mean, Pestilence... I'm going to have the easier ability to grow. So, I think both of these are pretty fine for me. This one can punish me if I don't keep an idle dude around, though. And I mean, knowing that it's coming, then I might do it, but I think I'll just put in rats. That's going to be okay. We will definitely make a fight here for the vast territory. Again, I'm going to do this just to make it harder for people to sort of tie-break me. That is such a good and important territory. I could spend literally everything. It is so good, though. I don't have a really good way to rebuild my military. I gotta pass. I mean, there might not be barbarians in here, but... that is such a good and important territory. Very bitter. So I'm not going for monarchy because it's age 1, but I will be looking for some age 2 governments. Okay, we do need some food kicking in. I'll do it without the pact here. Because that'll give me 3 next turn, which won't be enough unless I can get something that gives me extra pips. But it's entirely possible that something like that could come up. So with my last action, I still have plenty of production. I could drop something on St. Peter's Basilica, get close to finishing. I can live without breakthrough for now, because our science actually, there's a lot of idle science. A rich land, if I want to build an extra one. No, I think I'm happy with just moving towards St. Peter's Basilica. And again, without the pact, we're hoping maybe another territory or something will come up. They'll give me some land. I'm going to drop the Pestilence. And we will see what we can do. If there's another land that comes up now, there'll be less competition for it. Okay, attempted aggression versus yellow. But it was defended. Might make yellow super vulnerable to blue, though. See, and if I'd gone and colonized that territory, then I would have been the vulnerable one. Let's go and give this a go. This to me is less important than the ones that have population pips. It is still nice, though. What I get for not having stronger military type stuff. These are my cards, huh? It's too bad I don't have anything that combos with cavalry. Still, it might be an option. And this will give me enough production to be able to rebuild fairly quickly. Especially since I am getting... I'm not going to have a ton of food. But this will free up some pips back in here. And... you know what? I'm going to go for it. If you outbid me again, I'm not going to cry. Okay, well... I don't know if that was brilliant. The extra blue cubes don't matter that much, although they will make... that's probably enough to make me basically immune to having to worry about corruption. So extra blue cubes sitting around over here. But it's the yellow pips that are so important. Oh my god! Of course Barbarians would be the last card in there. And I have to dismantle a building. Get rid of this. It's going to be cheap to rebuild that one. It's the cheapest thing to rebuild. Wow. Wow. I should not have gone for that thing. Well, knowing that Barbarians are coming, I definitely shouldn't have, I don't think, but... Rebellion is next, which is about discontent workers. I don't have any, so I can play safely. Let's play Vast Territory and try to make a play for it when it comes up. Okay. Well... make sure I've got and military. I guess there is this policy, this tactic I'm going to be able to copy later. So going pure cavalry won't be so bad, actually, if I just focus on that. I don't need selective breeding. I think what I'll do is I'll just going to finish this wonder. Because I don't... the reserves wouldn't be bad, actually, for more ore. Although I will have enough ore for maybe another cavalry next turn regardless. Finishing this is going to be nice. Culture's going pretty crazy now. Oh, that was so painful. So painful. If I while debating the territory, if I'd been thinking about barbarians, I would have just skipped it. Because I basically, all the ore I got from that, I went to just rebuilding my military. The blue cubes helped, but if I hadn't had to rebuild and if I hadn't had to spend the food and the ore rebuilding the military unit, it might have been okay. But that was a net loss. I should have just passed on the territory. Especially since, really, I want to keep my military for the things that give yellow pips. Why do I keep doing that? That was not an opportunity grab. That was terrible. So, okay, we've got foray next. The two strongest, which would not include me. So I'm actually going to skip here, because I should be able to end up as one of the two strongest, and hopefully red will trigger it. So I'll be one of the two strongest. If red or blue end up triggering foray, I'll get the bonus from it, which is going to be nice. Republic is up. That's nice. Now, it's a really, really, really cheap revolution. I might have to do that next turn, because I'm going to be one shy of doing it naturally. It does suck to lose a whole turn, but isn't the worst. Scientific... I could pick up a couple of these, but I really don't have the science for it. Wave of nationalism. Maybe. I won't be playing anything next turn anyway. I might need to do a big rebuild. Having the cannon's nice. I don't have anything... Well, it would let me run Napoleonic Army. And I will have the science to go and do this. Alright, let's... Although, here's the thing. I never picked up alchemy. I'm going to need this. I can actually develop this now. And still just be able to rebel to Republic next turn. You know what? I may as well go ahead and use that action to do that. That's going to be fine. I am going to set myself up fairly strong military... Well, no, I'm not picking up the cannon. I should be okay. Well, I'll get rid of border conflict. There. And we'll keep one aggression. Because I think I will get stronger. Oh, I didn't need to keep both of these. Derp. I could have gotten rid of whatever this is. Defensive army. It doesn't matter. I've got more than enough cards to do all the things I want anyway, but still. So, you didn't trigger foray. I'm hoping blue triggers foray. Actually, yellow could do it as well. It's all fine. Okay, there it goes. There we go. Blue and Quill-18 are the strongest. Excellent. Ironically, I think it might just end up causing me to take more corruption, because right now I'm at 0 and I'll get corruption instead. Oh no, I still won't take corruption. Hey, grabbing those blue cubes actually is going to pay off here. Because remember, I'm doing nothing on my turn. Well, except maybe building military units. So, I might have been just sitting there eating the cost of whatever. Now, the thing with the Republic government is I'm not going to have a lot of military actions, so militaristically I won't be in the hottest spot, and these guys are building up like crazy. I mean, we've got Nappy over here. Genghis Khan is probably going to get replaced soon enough, or he's going to go away at the end of next age regardless. New deposits is just some free minerals. Although, that will definitely cause me to have corruption, so I won't get the true bonus of it. So I'm going to skip, so that this will trigger after my turn. It won't be a problem. So yeah, we're going to play Republic, switch to it with a Revolution. I can still use my military actions, although I don't have an idle population, so yeah, there's nothing I can do. So end turn. This tactic I'm not planning on using, so it will go away. The spy one versus plunder. I actually don't have a lot of science. Oh no, I will have plenty of science, so I can get rid of plunder. I'm going to get rid of this really old little booster here. Actually, you're going to go away soon too, so I'm going to get rid of you. And we're going to draw a bunch of H2 politic cards, so I think we'll be okay there. You cancel the trade route agreement, so you're not actually triggering new deposits, which annoys me slightly. Because that was his political action, is to do that. Now, blue could decide to attack me. I do have a fair number of defensive cards. There's new deposits. So he didn't attack me because he played an event instead. Riflemen and cavalry might still be available for me on my turn. Rats triggers. That's really disappointing because I won't have any food on my turn. So I won't actually be able to grow my pop, which means no military units, which actually leaves me in a super duper uncomfortable position. Super duper uncomfortable. It actually really sucks that it happens after a return to revolution. Reign of Terror, weakest population, weakest thing, lose a pop. So that would be me right now, so I don't want that. Now, what's annoying is I can't grow my pop. Is there a way for me to stop being the weakest? Well, first of all, there's a few options. I may want to consider grabbing this. I could... Oh, I can't actually purchase strategy, which is too bad. I might still want to grab it to compensate for the fact that I have very few military actions. That's actually very tempting. Now, I can get military strength if I build a temple. Not that... That's only going to give me +1. What I'm wondering is... And good thing there's an undo. Let's say I destroy one of these bronze mines. Grab the rifle, develop the rifle. Hold on. Instead, just build my 3rd cavalry. I'm still the weakest. There we go. Now I'm not the weakest. I was like, no, there's something I'm missing. Right, I didn't actually pick this strategy. I was thinking, well, I'll have 3 cavalrymen, but now, there we go. So I've got heavy cavalry as my tactic. So that's triggering because of this. I'm at a 15, so now when Reign of Terror triggers, if it happens on Red's turn, I'll be safe. If he doesn't trigger it and he just increases his strength, then I might still get screwed. But at least I've done everything I possibly can to avoid that. I would love Ocean Liner to increase my population. I can live without coal. My science is still kind of weak. How much does it cost to develop? 12 in total. So I can do this next turn and get free pop, which means I'll be able to start developing some of this stuff. I can live without the rifles for now. I'm going to grab Rich Land. I think we'll have a great turn next turn, actually. We're obviously not going to need that. I might keep... because that's +4. Napoleonic army might actually end up being something that happens. But yeah, actual aggression is a little unlikely. Refugees benefits the strongest, which I'm unlikely to be anytime soon. So we'll do something like this. Yeah, next turn should be very nice with strategy and everything triggering. There's Reign of Terror. Haha, Red. Suck it. Oh, I love Joan of Arc. She is super freaking good for this. Super freaking good. Lets you really optimize these turns a lot. Strategic territory. It semi-pays for itself militaristically. Especially, I'll just try to use these 2 cards. I won't spend any more units on it, but there you go. A single unit. So basically I paid 5 minerals to get strategic territory, which is going to keep my strength up more. It'll drop for a second now. It does put me in the weakest position, which might trigger some cards here, but is overall going to be better. I can regain a lot of strength very quickly by rebuilding that 1 unit. I've got the +4 strength permanently from that territory. That's very annoying, because I don't have another defensive card. That's insanely annoying. I have to concede he's going to destroy a couple of my buildings. That timing did work out very poorly. I think it was still the right thing to do. I mean, it would have been a huge boon if no one had attacked me. Even with the attack, it could be worse. Now, as I recall, that only destroys building. It doesn't kill the pop. So I'll have the idle pops. So it's just costing me minerals, which is going to be kind of annoying, but not game-breaking. Vast territory is up, which is okay. Now, culture-wise, I'm currently at the top and gaining more. I think I can probably load up National Pride, which whoever has the most culture when it triggers gets that. I would love to have this. But I really, like, even if I get it for just that, it's kind of sucky. He's going to get it for super cheap, which drives me crazy, but we kind of have to do it. So I know I'm going to drop a strategy in here. Give me a little bit more passive military strength, more military actions. Hold off on that. I would like the extra pop, but I really, really have to make sure I get this cavalry back so that I'm back at good strength, because it reactivates my strategy. That's why it's nice to have 1 extra person above your army, though, to be able to make a cheap bid on some territory. I mean, there's the cannon that might enable some more ideas and things. Okay, what we need to do is we need to make sure our production gets very high so that I can actually finish this next turn and keep getting some new pops so that I can use those to do this. How about I upgrade you? There's a tier 2 government. Oh no, I've got a tier 2 government running already. That's fine. Do I want max? That's better for revolution, which might help for the next tier of government swap, but I don't know. Then Bach doesn't help me right now. Selective breeding opera. Getting that going for some more culture wouldn't be bad. It is tempting to pick up the cannon, though. Well, we're not going to be able to develop... The only thing we could develop next turn would be selective breeding. So I think what I do... I could grab revolutionary idea. I could do that and, like, journalism. I will want some more buildings. Yeah, and I think journalism might be strictly better than opera, although the happy faces, for my growth, I do need a little bit more. I've got St. Peter's Basilica, and I could just build more religious buildings too. Okay, the revolutionary idea is fine, because regardless, it's going to mean I'm going to have 9 science, or 9 science next turn. If I pick up opera, you know what? And Bach makes it produce or develop cheaper. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Let's do that. I don't need to discard anything over here. I'm at 20. Puts me tied for the strongest right now. Oh, the age changed right away. Okay. I wonder if I would have wanted to do the swap to the new leader right away to save a civic action. No, I think I'm happy with how it went. Crime Wave, the 2 weakest lose some stuff, but I'm not one of those. All right, I'm very comfortable with how this is. And I am getting a fair amount of passive culture, and that's just going to get better once I do build the opera. And I've got Bach. I will be generating a crazy amount of culture. And I'm no longer at military risk, at least not for now. As long as I don't overspend in these stupid territories. Although they're so good. I would still love to get one that gives me some more yellow pips. And they have like the science agreement. They've had this discount to like their tech costs forever. Okay, I don't know what's next, but I do know I'm the strongest, so everything's okay. This is culture per science. My science rating's kind of poor right now, and others are pretty strong. Civil unrest per discontent worker, which we're not going to have. We're actually going to have a fair amount of sources of happiness. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Okay, it is actually my turn. I'm definitely going to make at least a bid of 3 here for this territory. Do I bid everything? God, I want it so bad. But no, I can't. Damn it. Alright, Bach makes opera cheaper. So I don't even have to use revolutionary idea right now. On the other hand, why don't I get architecture first to make those buildings cheaper? I can't build the opera right now, but that's okay. Engineering genius. I'm going to wait till next turn so I can get more efficiency out of my civil actions, thanks to architecture, because it lets you build stages easier. Modern army, because we don't have any better infantry. And that's my turn. I don't have idle workers to build an extra thing. That's fine. It would be... The sooner you can build that wonder, the better. But that's going to be okay. Except supremacy is always awkward to use. Reach of its happy faces. I'm going to get a few of those. I can probably get rid of popularization of science. Classic army. Okay, get rid of you. That's least likely to benefit me. We're going to have to put a cut in here. Next video might be a little short, unfortunately. So we will do that. Weakest colony, civilization loses a colony. Ha! I'm not the weakest. Oh, but he has no colonies. Oh well, still fine. Listen, folks, thanks for watching. Look forward to reading the advice. Again, I'm recording this at the same day of like the last game, but really looking forward to a lot of info. Thanks for watching. See you next time.